My brief exploration into Sanders Sides so far has been such a ride. I have felt consistently called out and attacked. I don't know how to handle it, and I feel like it's gonna happen again today because, man, like, some of the thought patterns I have are definitely interesting, let's put it that way. And I'm really wondering what kind of perspective we're gonna get here. I still don't know all that much about Thomas's mental struggles. I do know about Joan's mental struggles. That's my one and only Joan. My one and Joanly. For anyone who didn't see the other two videos, Joan is the one person in Sanders Sides I personally know. I love them. They're amazing. I don't even want to delay any longer, to be honest, because I'm excited for this and it's a long ass video. So in the interest of speeding things along, let me say, before we start, I thought I'd let you know that I upload some uncut versions of my reactions over on Patreon. You can also hear me swear fully uncensored. That's the thing. I've got a Discord server and my Instagram, which I only post on ever so often. So go follow me there because I won't spare me the post. Great, cool, let's go.
Oh my gosh, I'm late. Gotta do this video. Get ready? No, I can't.
Is it? I gotta take a quick sec because he said, "Oh, I'm late," and was it bad that I looked at the clock going off? First off, who sets an alarm for 10:50? You know, but I mean, I do actually. If I'm gonna leave the house at like 11:15, I'm like, all right, 25 minutes is enough. I don't want to set it for 11:45. I want them extra 5 minutes. What I was gonna say is, it's sad that I looked at the alarm and I was like, damn, that's an early wake up. Brother's got to get started on his day.
I'm awesome, and I can do this.
Maybe I need to start. I was like, maybe I need to start saying that to myself. Pep talk myself instead of talk myself.
How are you all doing? Comment below, because the human...
I want his robe.
Feel like a person again. What? Sorry, that one was supposed to stay up here.
Oh, is that what I do?
I'm just really tired.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to learn about myself, and I also feel like I'm gonna have my entire YouTube channel criticized here. Like, don't say everything that you think. You don't need to say everything you think. Well, how will I make money then? What will I do for a living? What can I do with this skill, okay?
It just couldn't get to sleep last night. And I think with that new addition, that brings the grand total to everything. Everything is going wrong in my life.
I was like, what are you talking about, sir?
Even my thoughts are starting to go wrong.
Bro.
Oh, come on, no! What up, plebes? Oh, hey, Roman, we were just talking about something else. What? Yo, what? Nothing else. There's nothing.
Why is that a banging line? Like, I feel like that was just him slipping up, but I might genuinely start using that. Like, if things are uncomfortable, someone comes along, it's like, oh yeah, what's up? We were just talking about something else. Anything else. We were just talking about how great it is to change subjects.
Wait, are you all seriously not gonna let me in on what's going on here? Patton already said we were talking about something.
Why is the creative guy not allowed to know?
You don't want to know unless you want to be deeply troubled. I do. Mystery loves company. It's misery loves company. Not for me, it's not. I am not feeling any love or misery because it's a mystery for me alone.
Why are they so scared to tell the creative guy that he's like struggling to sleep?
Thomas, come on. You can't have a ball without a prince. Just leave it alone.
Oh, a ball, like, oh my God. That's so dumb, I love it.
Your reaction is a little too extreme. Well, that's easy for you to say. You're not a great judge of what is and isn't an overreaction. Your most extreme reaction is an eyebrow raise. Falsehood! I stand correct.
I don't know if I've ever heard him raise his voice like that.
What is going on here? Well, last night, Thomas struggled to fall asleep due to persistent, troubling thoughts about...
Oh, is it like about his work and career and like, it's like, oh, I suck at being creative. Are those the thoughts he's talking about?
So I'm acting fishy. So sushi. I mean, sue me. Don't act like that was an accident. Everybody virtual. Let's give it up for the perp man. Just tell me...
When I heard that, I was like, well, I don't need to include that in the video. Even though I kind of liked it. But honestly, the don't act like that wasn't intentional. Oh my God, I just need to start calling people out like that. Like someone makes a pun, don't act like it wasn't intentional. Pun unintentional, pun intentional. No, you meant it, own it.
If you continue to push this, we're gonna end up in really dangerous territory.
I'm not understanding why everyone is suppressing them specifically, but also why they're avoiding addressing it in front of creativity of all people, or all emotions.
We're going to talk about something else now, okay?
Anything else.
What are we talking about? 2005's Just Like Heaven, starring Mark Ruffalo and Reese Witherspoon?
What the hell?
Sure.
That is the...
Great flick.
I would not have believed that
I'm really out of it. The very same.
That's terrifying.
You know what I never got about that movie?
Wyatt won best chick.
Oh, this is me. Me zoning out right now.
Have you ever imagined?
Bro, this is like, what, dissociation? Oh,
How is she a ghost if she's not dead?
it's wild how accurate it can be with some of these thoughts. Hello? Hello? Is that a new one?
I'm just glad the movie had a happy.
We're getting a new one?
Is what makes good cinema.
Bro, I'm barely even listening to what they're saying, but I'm catching fragments. Hello.
Ghosts are evil, except for Moana's
You
grand.
look horrifying. He looks like a seaweed monster.
Ghosts aren't evil. They just scare people because you never know when they're gonna show up. Okay, I take back what I
What
said
the
about ghosts.
Why specifically? What's the beef between creativity and intrusive thoughts?
It's the Duke.
The Duke.
The Duke? Okay. Care to explain further?
He doesn't even have like a name. He's just got a title.
Can someone tell me who he is? It's kind of hard to explain. What? No, it's not. You just lack imagination. Let's start.
The music's kind of banging. What the? Hello?
Adam and Eve bought knowledge for the small price of a little sin.
I did not expect a song.
But what's fruit without the pits?
Apples don't have pits.
Hello?
I am the Duke, and it's high time that I dropped in.
Why is the?
Since you haven't puked yet, we'll know they're wrong when they call you sick.
Yo, I hate some of these visuals, but oh god, no, stop, Thomas.
From unicorn porn to rats impaled, I give these thoughts generously. If you
So
really wanna check
he's just like the.
then you need to
I don't understand what he's like. What he's the personification of. Like, I guess it's the personification of intrusive thoughts, but he's just sing. Wow, maybe that is the point. I was like, he's just singing about a whole bunch of random shit that makes no sense. But I'm guessing that's he's just like, yeah, hey, let me just throw some stuff at you. You like this, huh? You like this weird visual? You like the idea of vomiting me? How's that sound? This is kind of how things work for me. I just like, sometimes I don't feel like I actively think about things. I just have the thoughts occur to me and then I say them. I'm just a vessel for my thoughts to spew forth.
What in the have I been drinking? It's fine. It isn't you the
drinking?
thinking. All right, you've got to stop this.
That's a really nice sentiment though. Like, it's not you, the thoughts that are thinking. So, I don't know if that sentence made sense.
He said you're wanting to be more honest and be direct dealing with your issues.
Bro, why do I love this now? Hello?
Deceive yourself about the ugliness within you.
That's really interesting too. Like, these lyrics seem to be dealing with whether these intrusive thoughts are actually like part of you and like, or trying to separate them from forming the basis of yourself, you know, like that they're not necessarily who you are.
So clap your feet and
Clap your
hands and dance off your booty cheeks. You can then bet your bottom.
dance off, bet your bottom. That's so dumb. I love it.
Imagine with me.
Did he just slap it? Did he just spank his disembodied ass?
Your best bud trapped inside the car.
Joan, no!
Your pet dog stuffed into a sausage.
Oh!
Some things are only thought in the mind of a man whose soul is truly rotten.
Right, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, I must be a trash person because I think these things. Delivering with the high notes.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm your creativity. No, that's
Like subconscious creativity sort of vibe?
also me though. Roman is sort of like Netflix Kids and Family. He's the option that you select if you want to block out all the juicy stuff.
Yeah, thanks. I can only think of the dog sausage. You say
Less okay.
You say juicy.
Yeah, your beehole needs
What?
to stay zipped up in your pants where it belongs.
This is the face of a man trying to work out what a juicy butthole would mean. Why is there juice? What's the juice, Felicity?
Why do you want to stifle your own creativity, Thomas? I'm sorry that I don't see the creative merit in juicy butthole.
What are you talking about? Come on. I'm on the Duke's side.
Just take Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, no. Let's not say that.
Let me stop you right there.
Yeah, so
Creative. He was destructive. And I'll thank you to never bring him up again.
What do you, when I did that and I was like, don't talk about that, like, don't take it that way. Throw out a guess. It's about, he referenced the person. I just want to see what you might like. So the intrusive thoughts person was like, oh, there's different types of creativity. Blank was creative.
I don't know.
Would it, shock you if I said that he said Jeffrey Dahmer?
What the heck?
Yeah, my favorite artist is Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes.
You should do no such thing. You cannot force the Duke to retire a topic of conversation. Yeah,
What is that?
repression can be very bad indeed. I mean, just take Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, I mean, it can, like, I'm just gonna keep yapping about how accurate a lot of this is, but I do get these kinds of thoughts. I feel like a lot of people do. And as with almost anything, the more you try to force yourself not to think about it, like, it's just impossible to not keep thinking about it. Like, if I tell you, don't think about a cat, you're just gonna think about a cat, right? So then if you randomly think about a cat and you're like, I don't want to think about cats, stop thinking, don't think about it, stop thinking about cats, no cats, no cats, no cats. Like, it's just, you're just gonna keep thinking about f***ing cats. About thinking about cats. The f***ing was for emphasis, not, you know.
Stop talking. No, stop. No.
Adjective, not verb.
He hated them. He thought they were horrible, and he tried to force them out. Lot of good that did him. It didn't do him any good. Yeah, right. In fact,
I was about to be like, oh, that was clearly sarcastic, but it's the logic guy. He just doesn't get it.
that kind of repression doesn't do anybody any good because it doesn't work. In the 1980s, Virginia psychologist Daniel Wegner performed the white bear experiments, which demonstrated that the more one tries to force out a thought,
Oh, is this pretty much what I was talking about with the cats?
for a quicker, simpler replication of the experiment. Patton, we will need you to talk about anything you want for the next minute. Before you begin, don't think about a goldfish in a condom. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Once upon a time, there was a golden girl save, who lived in a condominium. Not even close. Subjects were asked to speak about whatever they wanted, with only one caveat. They were not allowed to think about a white bear. Despite that rule, according to Wegner, subjects mentioned the bear about once per minute. Okay.
It's funny how I feel like it would be really easy to avoid that. I feel like that's an easy thing to do, but I don't know. Either I'm just better than everyone else or I'm wrong.
Me? Scary?
I mean, yeah, dude.
No. That sounds like a you problem.
I thought he was aware of this.
Or a him problem. Thomas, like it or not, the Duke
You are all you, though.
a portion of your imagination. Imaginative sure is a kind word for him.
Why is Patton just like subtly roasting everyone today?
Sounds like bullshit. This dork's deceit in disguise. No! What? Again?
Oh, God.
Show yourself! No, it's actually me. I knew that.
But isn't that exactly what deceit would say anyway?
You just said the Duke is Thomas's imagination.
How is it not? You have to imagine these things.
You have to understand that life is not so black and white, as they say. But the Duke and the Prince literally wear the black and the white. Yes, but four sides. That's how you see them. That's not the only way he sees me.
Hello. Wow.
Joan out of
Yes.
is something Joan would do.
Yes. Bro, never in my life did I think I'd see Joan just chewing on the end of a severed hand. Or at least not again.
At a young age, you filed away products of your imagination as either welcome or forbidden.
Because they were scary.
This led to the development of two separate sides of your creativity. Wait, so my creativity split in two. Into what? Into a butthole? Into
Stop. What's up with everything? Everything I watch has been all about buttholes lately. Am I just gravitating towards butthole stuff?
Hey, prude. Your art is bad. You're attacking my livelihood now? Thomas's friends and family is one thing, but his work is nothing so. Did you forget the part where I'm your creativity? Obviously, I have opinions on the matter. But are they opinions that matter? Especially if they're hurting you.
I mean, I feel like repressing criticism of yourself or analysis of yourself is also bad, right?
And self-immolate to Taylor Swift's Shake It Off. Now that'll leave an impression. Wow, I hate him.
Yeah, that would.
Haters gonna hate.
Oh, see, the problem with this video is every time he says something like that, I'm just imagining it. I can't not imagine Thomas setting himself on fire and dancing naked to Taylor Swift. It's just not. I'm trying to get it out of my head. Ain't gonna happen.
Think of something else. Now I can't think of anything.
Buttholes!
That's life. People seeing, hearing, and experiencing things they'd rather rather not see his experience. Maybe so.
He's like, I just don't want that to happen in my head.
So you're going to baby them? Do you want to rock the cradle, Daddy? Rock the cradle in the treetop? Or do you want to be the wind that causes the cradle to fall?
Are those the only two options?
That's horrible.
Those are the only two options.
Those aren't really my strong suit. You have a strong suit? I do. My birthday suit.
Oh.
Okay, new metaphor.
Stop making me think about you naked, sir.
Leave the nest and take flight. Okay, there. Yes, that's it. Oh, maybe there's hope for you after all. Wait for it. And the baby bird immediately flies straight into an unseen jet turbine and causes the entire plane to crash.
How high up is this bird? Or how low is the jet? A baby, nonetheless.
What is my deal? Bitch, what is your deal? I'm your...
Bro, I wish that was uncensored. I would have loved that.
Say about you.
Okay, this is the analysis I'm really interested in. Him thinking about it, making him a bad person to even have these thoughts at all.
Do I need to remind you of what Thomas was thinking about last night?
They all hate...
I just did.
He's murdering someone, right? That's what that was.
If I am awful, then so is Thomas.
That's what I keep saying.
Have some profound meaning behind them. Some are worthless.
That is true. That's what I think, at least.
Those thoughts weren't Thomas. So what? Thomas thought someone else's thoughts?
But yeah,
Have ourselves?
they can be part of you and also not something you necessarily need to listen to.
He's right. Really? Not you. You thought those thoughts, Thomas. Oh no. Is Thomas a bad person? He hasn't acted on any of the thoughts yet, so at least there's that. Okay. But there's definitely something wrong with him. But Thomas always tries to put others before himself. We've all seen it.
That could also be an act of repression.
Okay, you two are blowing this way out of proportion. Logan, I'm sorry, but
No, Logan's speaking truth.
Thomas had twisted thoughts that a stable person would never have. Actually,
Yeah.
a stable person, as you put it, could absolutely have.
I'm glad that that was immediately addressed, because that's what I'm saying all along.
So, we just have to fake it till we make it? Ooh, like how Thomas is going to imagine making a sandcastle out of Joan's ashes until he actually gets to do it.
Gets to do it. I've always been of the mindset that the thoughts you think aren't necessarily representative of you, but the reactions you have to those thoughts are. Not even just the actions you take, but how you react to having those thoughts are representative of who and what you are.
But how do you fake not thinking about something? Yeah, didn't we try that earlier when we talked about Just Like Heaven?
We're getting more images. What has been really interesting for me, and it helps with just anxious thoughts too, especially when trying to go to sleep. My therapist told me ages ago that a great thing to do was to, like, instead of trying to squash all these thoughts down, and also instead of fixating on them to an intense degree, to just acknowledge them all. Like, if I'm lying there trying to sleep and I can't sleep, it's almost like half meditating. Like, I make sure I'm breathing and I acknowledge every thought I have, like almost like I'm just adding it to a database and acknowledging it without analyzing it and putting like any emotional weight into it. Like literally being like, oh, now I'm thinking about killing Joan. Now I'm thinking about kicking a dog. And now I'm thinking about how I'm an absolute failure and the worst thing that's ever existed. And now I'm thinking about rain. Almost like I'm just cataloging everything. And that's helped a lot. It's so much better than trying to not think about things, because it lets you think about them, but in the way you want, if that makes sense. Almost treating them like dreams or movies, letting them wash over you.
You seem to have created a mental connection between 2005's Just Like Heaven and last night's intrusive thoughts that wouldn't otherwise exist.
I have no idea of this movie, so what the hell?
From Just Like Heaven, David Abbott and Elizabeth Masterson.
The way he's staring right down the camera is so intimidating.
Oh, not David Abbott and Elizabeth Masterson!
Does someone get murdered in this movie?
I'm about to smash the whole...
Wow, that's a lot.
Why would I want to do any of this in real life? You tell us. You're the one who's thinking about it. Yeah, I didn't make him throw the baby. I merely gave him a baby and a large, sharp knife. Not acting on every thought that he has isn't faking anything.
Yeah.
I can't think of how one would fake not doing something.
That is a summation of who he is. Like, knowing that you can do something and not doing it is a good thing, right? It's a positive choice. It's not faking or pretending. It's just knowing what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
I don't want to do what he says. You mean you don't want to act on what you think?
Yeah. What? Why is he saying like it's a bad thing?
You all are not listening to Thomas. What he's saying is worth no.
Not what I expected to hear.
You're just
Whoa, hello.
expressing an unhealthy amount of concern.
Where'd the emotion come from?
You have to believe me, Verge. Patton, I am not at all enticed by anything the Duke is saying.
In fact, he's repulsed by it, right?
If a thought like that pops into your head, but you're not bothered by it at all, that could be a problem.
Yeah, damn.
But what about Jeffrey Dahmer? Thomas is still distraught by his forbidden thoughts as an adult. Furthermore, Jeffrey Dahmer went on to murder innocent people. Say, how many people have you murdered, Thomas?
Don't answer that question.
That can't be where the bar is. To the best of your ability, you try to live your life based on a moral code set by your faith, correct? Thou shalt not kill is one such principle. But it certainly couldn't be said that that's where the figurative bar has been set. Couldn't all this talk of religion create a connection between Thomas's beliefs and his intrusive thoughts? Careful, Virgil. You're giving me ideas.
I was gonna say he's gonna take it as a challenge.
Thomas's faith and his relationship with the Duke are and always have been inextricable. Has instilled in him that thought is a precursor to action. Consider some of the 7 deadly sins: greed,
Yeah,
envy, lust.
they're all innate emotions.
The 7 deadly sins are committed in your head. There's a reason why the Duke has continuously used religious language. He's playing to your sensitivities.
And a big part of that way of thinking, especially in early childhood, is repression, so that makes sense to me. It's fascinating to me that I can still learn so much from this because I've literally never thought about that despite also being raised Catholic.
It's fine if you disapprove of toxic thinking, but you can't banish any and all unpleasant thoughts when there's a constant stream of thoughts going through your head.
That's the thing, what, are you expecting every thought you ever have to just be good?
If you let me examine the Duke's contributions, then I could expose him for being unrealistic and figuratively dress him down.
And sometimes intrusive thoughts come from genuine concerns that sometimes need to be addressed.
The real problem here isn't the disgusting drivel coming from the Duke. Ooh, thank you for the alliterative regards, Logan. I love being given 2 D's at once. Okay, then what is the real problem, Logan? It's you. Uh-oh!
What, being anxious about the thoughts?
Virgil could never stop being the bad guy. Oh,
Damn.
Patton.
Hello, everybody? It's everybody.
He's being too strict. Oh my goodness. Patton is being too strict. Not me for once? What does that mean? Am I cool? Does this make me cool? Am I being cool?
Whoa, hello.
Oh my gosh. My teeth.
Well, I didn't like that. Why'd you put him up the nose?
And what I do is wreak havoc. I'd say you just reek. Oh, what do you have to say to that, Duke? Thank you? Reek is what I was going for. Well, I mean, my deodorant's flavor is pickled poolong.
Wow.
Flavor. Deodorants
Thank
don't
you
have
for
flavors. You don't eat
Yeah,
deodorant.
I didn't even pick up on the flavor, God.
Maybe you don't. Okay, I got one.
Thank you for that
Since
disgusting.
we call Roman Princey, does that mean we should call you...
Bro, I'm just meant to like listen to you again after that. Like, I need a second.
Just call me by my name?
Oh, he does have a name.
Remus. You told me? Right off the bat? I would never hide anything from you. You don't get to me in the slightest. Object impermanence renders you pretty unintimidating. What's so frightening about something with no real-world impact? Oh, shut up, nerdy Wolverine!
It's always so weird to me when the sides of him fight, like... But also, like, Logan saying, oh, your weakness is object impermanence, but I feel like of all people, that wouldn't be how Logan operates. I don't know.
I would have gotten a full night's sleep if it weren't for him. Lack of sleep can negatively affect your memory.
But it's because of anxiety, right?
The Duke only has power over you because Virgil and Patton believe that he does.
Because you put so much weight into the thoughts.
Can we logic our way out of this one?
Like the superhero music.
We can! Not really. No, there's no way to force intrusive thoughts out of you. Please pay attention. Shh. That said, you can learn to better deal with intrusive thoughts.
Wow, I constantly hate what he does. I say that like it's not the point.
Another major concern is when you try too hard to make sense of him.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Not all thoughts are meaningful. Remus said it himself, and I'm sure he'll say it again. There is no rhyme or reason to what I do. I just do. A scoodly boo. Oh! Maybe there is a rhyme.
I feel like what I will say is I mildly disagree that there's no reason. I feel like every thought, even intrusive thoughts, have like a reason and a basis for existing. Like they don't just pop out of nothingness. But just because they have a reason, it doesn't mean that reason is valuable or something that needs to be listened to. And to be honest, sometimes understanding where that comes from, especially if there are anxious thought patterns that lead to those intrusive thoughts, can actually help lessen their impact, because there's a lot of times where half of the problem is just like not understanding why something is happening.
If you aggressively interrogate Thomas about why the Duke said or did something, then you're only going to hurt Thomas. I mean, look at him now.
Yeah.
He barely got any rest, due in large part to you two chastising him all night. I acted like a real beehole.
I thought he was actually gonna say it. Oh.
Is he gone? No, I think he's gone. Nails on a chalkboard! Oh, God. Jeez. Why is Remus becoming such a nuisance right now? Well, how are you doing right now? I don't know.
Bad.
Fine. Virgil, how's he doing? He recently realized he's a bigger liar than he thought he was. He doesn't understand himself. He's committed to skipping a big callback, and he's sleep deprived. So yeah, he feels like a piece of dirt who has no control over his life.
When you feel like you lack control, that kind of stuff is absolutely gonna bubble up. I'm guessing that's where they're gonna go with this.
The feeling that you may be a bad person who doesn't have control over yourself or your destiny causes you to fear that you may actually act on these thoughts.
Like, if I can't control myself and I can't do what I want to do, then maybe I'm just gonna end up doing what I don't want to do.
This issue is more of a matter of over-control than impulse control.
Damn, that's a banging line.
Well, I'd imagine that you will now recognize many of the Duke's contributions as intrusive thoughts, which is actually really important. You must accept that these thoughts just happen.
Yeah, that they just are.
It's like if you had a child who, despite all of your best efforts, refuses to stop screaming on an airplane. Poopy! There's no out. Just accept it. Other passengers on the plane might become frustrated, and that's okay too. Everything is okay. Wow.
That was really sweet.
Wegner, who I mentioned earlier, as well as psychologist James Pennebaker, found that subjects who talked about their thoughts often felt better emotionally and physically. Roughly 1 in 50 people suffer from intrusive thoughts. So you're not alone. And if you can't find a personal friend who will listen or understand, then you should consider seeing a professional if the thoughts are really troubling you.
Bro, this got like so cute and heartwarming.
I didn't realize what an impossible standard I've been setting. I can't control every little thing that pops into your head.
Yo, this is getting so cute. And yeah, that's what I've been saying. If you hold yourself to an impossible moral standard, then when you inevitably fail that moral standard, you're just gonna think you're a person, which is also just gonna give any thoughts like that so much weight.
It's okay if you sometimes think some icky thoughts, Thomas. Actually, that does kind of help, Patton.
Bro, why is this so sweet?
Why don't you just take a breather, kiddo? Yeah, I should. Well, I enjoyed this. Good seeing you again, Virgil. It was just like old times.
Is everyone disappearing now or just...
I can see now why
Oh, what? How did I completely forget about him?
Roman! You're alive! I love you! Are you good? I don't know. Oh, are you hurt at all? My head's fine.
But Logan took like a throwing star to the face and he was totally fine, but he was knocked out for so long after being hit in the head.
Well, I believe I was summoned to help address this matter, and it seems to be settled now. Your next course of action should be settling into bed for the night to revitalize your immune system, as well as your...
Wait, it's night again?
You wouldn't want to forget everything.
Has he been standing here the whole day?
Thank you so much. Oh, please, don't mention it. Just another day's work. No, seriously.
He literally is acting like a superhero.
Really cool.
He's like, I've always wanted to hear... Oh, not even a response, he just dips.
Now, I can't promise that I'll never have another knee-jerk reaction, but I can try to make peace with whatever thoughts dance through your head.
The irony of that also kind of being his intrusive thoughts.
This was fun. A Thomas sandwich. Hold the Roman lettuce. You should really make that the usual because Roman will make you sick. And yet, as soon as I was removed from the picture, Thomas had a dookie problem. I thought he made it.
I still can't tell if I like him or not. Oh, it's so weird.
I don't like him. So... you have a...
Oh, they're having like a one-on-one?
It shows you everything you don't want to be.
I mean, isn't that what Thomas was thinking about his own intrusive thoughts too?
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I said one-on-one. I forgot that he was sitting there. I feel so bad.
I'm a little disappointed in myself.
Is Thomas gonna be like, thanks though, you're just looking out for me?
I thought I knew how to handle them. Oh, well, I think we're all trying to figure them out for now. It'll take some time to figure everything out. Yeah, but I should know better. Isn't that kind of unfair?
Yep. Again, putting like pressure on yourself to be perfect.
Because I was one of them.
What do you mean? The bad side? Hello? Okay, bye.
I know that intrusive thoughts, especially intrusive thoughts of the disturbing variety, are a taboo subject that can be scary.
Yeah, the irony of like us as a collective repressing those because we don't want to talk about it because it makes us uncomfortable to think that some people have these intrusive thoughts. I hadn't even really thought about that and how that would also play into exacerbating everything.
If there's one thing you take away from this video, let it be this. Those thoughts that you may have thought do not define you. We are thinking machines.
I was saying that before, you know, like think of just how many goddamn thoughts you have. And if you think you're a bad person because some of them aren't good, is not only putting way too much stock into any negative thoughts you have, it's also completely discounting all the positive ones you have.
So a thought alone cannot make you a bad person, especially an unwelcome thought. To echo the words of American journalist Paul Roberts, in the end, the most damaging, forbidden thought, the one we have been trained to block at every turn, may simply be that we are really okay. Until next
That was
time.
cute.
Take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out. Go to bed. Okay.
Again, I do just want to say bed. Again, like the alarm said 10:50 in the morning. I'm guessing that's AM. So he just stood in his house arguing with the various sides of himself for an entire day. Hell yeah. I feel pretty much exactly how I felt after the last two Sanders Sides videos I've done where I've talked so much, I've analyzed so many things, like what am I going to say at the end of this that I haven't already said or that Thomas didn't already say? I guess the only thing that I want to say is that I think it's really nice that he makes this kind of content because a lot of these things aren't talked about too much, and outside of me analyzing them and talking about points and all that sort of thing, it's just nice to say thanks. That was good. It was really nice. I learned some things. I think it's really positive that Thomas made these, especially because I'm sure his audience is a lot of younger people that might be dealing with these things and confused by them. And I think we should talk about these kinds of things more, unashamedly. That's a nice positive note to end the video on, isn't it? That's sweet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.